Hi guys, that's me here. I'm back at the Tottenham Football Manager series, and as you can see, today we play Millwall away from home in the Capital One Cup. It is currently the quarter-final. Millwall are a championship team, so we should be able to beat them despite being away. It won't be an easy game, however, because, well, in the Cup you never really get an easy game, do you? But not making it any easier on myself, I have decided to select my second team just to give them a run out. Now, there are a few players, obviously, Lloris and Cavani, get quite regular football, and players like Koshito, Corker, Sandro, Hamsik, Shaqiri, Ayew also do get on the pitch from time to time, whereas players like Villa, Richards and Kelly in particular really don't get that much football. So it's only three of them, but three players who really aren't completely ready, but I want to keep, kind of snappy just in case of an injury pops up or anything like that. But anyway, so it's Lloris, Kelly, Richards, Corker, Koshito, Hamsik, Sandro, Shaqiri, Ayew, Cavani and Villa. Now I'm not playing with any of my really key players like Falcao or Bale. Last season Sandro was very key, but now with Vidal in the team he's not as key. There's no Alaba, another big player for us. There's no Neymar. So quite a lot of players missing, but they are on the bench, so they can be brought on if we need them. Let's just and continue more and continue. We'll just get Drogba. If you are quite new to the series, oh my god, my spacebar is just being all weird. If you are quite new to the series, Drogba is my assistant manager at both England and Tottenham. I am managing both of them, and we're in the quarterfinals of the Capital One Cup for this. Oh no, and it's laggy. Oh, it will go away in a minute. Again, if you're not new to my series, you won't know that, but it will go away eventually. I'm just gonna hope that it does as quick as possible. Hopefully nothing too big happens or the lag's still there or it could be ruined. Well, Cavani has the header on target. Button is able to make the save though. Gets cleared away to Sandro, but he's gonna pick that one up easily. Kelly now, let's throw in. He crosses it now, but Henderson's got the ball and he's going to charge away here. Can he get rid of it? He can, through to Keogh. Kelly really should be doing better than that, and that's why he doesn't play Martin Kelly. He's literally only in the squad just to make sure that we've got enough English players. I thought, I'd give him a run out, but that was really, really poor defending. We shouldn't be 1-0 down to Millwall, but we are. We're going through a pretty tough patch at the moment. I mean, this is a game we really, really shouldn't be losing. If we lose this, then I'll start to get worried. As it is, I just think it's a rough patch. But I don't know. Although, could you really say an away draw as Arsenal counts as a rough patch? Cavani, there we go, back in it. A little off at the back, but with strikers like Villa and Cavani, you're always going to be switched on up top. There's Cavani there and just powers it in. Villa obviously a brilliant creator of chances as well as a brilliant taker of chances, so it can be good to have him in the squad. He's obviously not registered. I'm only using him in cup games. I've actually got him because he's one of my favourite players ever. I do say that pretty much any time he plays, but yeah, he's one of my favourite players, well, of recent times anyway, let's say. And yeah, I couldn't, it was a free transfer, so I thought, why not? And that was fairly close, that free kick, and he still does have talent, so it's not a complete waste. He's on relatively big wages, but if we can get $1 million for him come January or the end of the season, that's that's a profit technically. So even if he wasn't to play well, it wouldn't be too bad. But he isn't. Whenever he's played, he's been relatively alright. He's got an assist today. He's definitely scored before. So yeah, he's not been a bad player. Granted, he hasn't been playing in the toughest of competitions, but still, or toughest of opponents. But still, he's been a good player. Wright, Craig, Malone, and it's just when you've got a midweek game, you don't really want to play one of your strikers, and when you've got I hate playing one striker, just so you know. But when you've got Adebayor out injured, it's only 3 other strikers. You get a midweek cup game, you can just throw them in there. There's no harm in having someone like him in your team. I don't know why I'm going on about that. I kind of just talk just for the sake to have something to say, so it doesn't go all quiet. Via, there we go. Oh, I thought he was going to pull the trigger there. Just couldn't control it just quick enough. If he had had another second, you could put money on him scoring. I'm not going to say he would have scored, but you know, there's a good chance he would have done. You know, it wasn't the hardest of chances. Ayew is looking tired. I did see that a while ago. I'm going to let him have until half time, see what he does then, see how he's doing then, and then we'll maybe think about a substitution, probably relatively early in the second half. Is Cavani, Hamsik, Via, Cavani. The thing is, we've been the more dominant team. We just haven't really had any good chances, apart from obviously our goal and that one that Via had. They couldn't quite control. Ayew now, could this be a good chance? No, because Ayew's absolute crap. Well, he's not, but that touch was. And again, you know, poor touch again. Not having the best of games, Ayew. He is tired, so we might have to think about getting him off. We have got Bale on the bench, who's just an absolute game changer. So yeah, anyway, here comes Shaqiri. What can he do? Has a shot. Ugh. Do you remember that game? I don't know whether you do. He just had shot after shot after shot, long shots, and none of them were going in. Yeah, I think Ayew's able to, you know, stay on for a bit longer. Yeah, basically what Drogba said there was keep playing the way you have been, and the result will come. I think that's right. You know, we've been playing better, but we just haven't had the chances. You know, we just, you know, we've got to hope that we can create a few more in the second half. Millwall are defending relatively well, so it's just about trying to get around them really. Laurie's kicking the ball out to Crescito, a really good left back for backup anyway. Again, just couldn't control it, and you know, I'm not gonna take a dig at him because I know, you know, he is old. Well, he's not old, but he's getting older. You know, he's coming towards the end of his career. He's probably got a couple more years. He might drop down a division or go and, you know, go out and learn somewhere. That's Cavani with a goal at the back post, and that's why I stick Cavani or Neymar at the back post, or I think actually I have Falcao in the middle, marking the keeper, or he might be the back post as well. But just in case the ball comes out to him, you know, he's gonna be there just to, well, stick it home really. Goalkeeper's already committed himself. Not really a lot he can do, but certainly Cavani's able to just tuck that in the back of the net, no problem. Not any. Got a bit of a list going, haven't I? I do have a kind of a list, but I don't really notice it a lot, and sometimes it, you know, it's not there, but sometimes it's just like that. It just, sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. Right. Kia, Taylor. So yeah, I think, you know, we've got to, let's take a look at Ayew's fitness when it pops up. Yeah, he's on that 74, getting to that mark where I'm thinking, yeah, you're gonna have to come off. Sandro is keeping the ball, smart play. No need to overdo it in a match like this. You know, we know we're better. Everyone knows we're better. You know, even our second team. Which I'm not laughing at how. I wasn't laughing at how bad Millwall are there, because they're a decent team. Obviously got to the quarterfinals. They can't be that bad. I was just simply saying, you know, our second team is better than their first team. So, you know, we don't need to, you know, everyone can see that we're better. We don't need to go and do stupid things like, you know, trying extravagant passes or, you know, doing bicycle kicks or whatever. We just need to simply get the job done, and that's basically what we've done today. You know, nothing too spectacular, but it's one of those games which we seem to have a feel of just get the job done. And the last few weeks we've done the absolute minimum. And it looks like we're going to do pretty much the absolute minimum again, but it's getting the job done. You can't complain with a result, can you? And you can't really complain with the way you draw against Arsenal, or, you know, and the only draw against Ajax when, well, you could have lost and still won the group, you know. So, yeah. I'm going to get Falcao on, I think. No, I'm not. I'm going to get Neymar on for... actually, am I even going to do that? No, I'm not going to get Neymar on. I'm going to get on Klein, because it's nice to give Nathaniel Klein a runabout. And also get on... what's his face? Fellaini for Hamsik. And that should well, that is my last substitution, and that should be it as far as tactical decisions are concerned, unless we have to go into extra time, which I don't think we will have to, because I think we're controlling the game enough to really go and do this. And look at that match rating from Sandro. He's had a really good match today. Just whenever he's just been cutting out the play like he does, and just passing the ball off to someone on his team when when he can. Unlucky header from Corker there. Probably should have done better, but we'll let him off. So Villa's gonna complete 90 minutes unless he gets injured. Oh, and there we go with Henderson. So it does look like extra time. Now, I would like to say that's just Millwall playing well, but if you look at this, it's Malone beating the substitute Nathaniel Klein. Would that have happened to Martin Kelly? I don't know. Kelly's a lot better in the air. Also not as quick, so he wouldn't have got back that quickly, so he may have been in a slightly better position as well. So but they're things you can't really dwell on too much, but it goes straight to extra time. I thought it might have gone to penalties, but it does go to extra time. It's the Community Shield that goes straight to penalties, isn't it? If this would go. It's not responding here. We'll be back in just a second. There we go. And yeah, so let's go on with this extra time. This is why I don't play my first team in these kind of games, or I try to stay away from it anyway. Because if it does go to extra time, that's 120 minutes mid. Oh, that is beautiful from Villa. What vision! Just to Falcao, Neymar, whoever's in my team up front, they never would have picked out that kind of a pass. He took the touch. He could have had a shot, but he clips it out to Cavani, who's in a better position, and it was a really good ball. I just did not see that coming. It's just one of those things that's just pure genius. It wasn't the best of passes, to be fair, but the idea was brilliant, and it did connect. And Cavani could have scored that. I'm not going to say he should have scored, but he easily could have scored that. He's already got 2, so we're not going to complain too much. Yeah, so it was a good ball from Villa, but it was absolute brilliant vision to see him. Klein, Fellaini, Richards just poofs that one out to Bale. Got Bale on now though. It should be a game changer. Sometimes he can't really do a lot, either because the ball just doesn't get passed to him, or that he's just done a brilliant cross to Fellaini, who's gonna stick that home all day, all night. He is brilliant in the air, Fellaini. It looks like we're leading in extra time. First half, we should I'm just saying should be able to hold on to this. But I said it before. It looks like we're gonna be 1-1, and they pulled it back again. So it's a bit of lag now, but they won't pull it back now. I'm just gonna pause it if I can. My spacebar is playing up as well, which is really annoying. It's just one of those things where it seems a bit stiff, but I have no idea why, because it's not like anything's fallen down there or anything. It's just one of those things that happens to my spacebar sometimes. But again, Villa getting there, causing trouble, and Cavani getting his hat-trick. Yes, I would like to take Cavani off if he would ever let me. I don't want him getting an injury. That's too bad anyway. A week or two. Even that, it'd put me down to playing under 18 strikers on the bench or stuff like that. So it's not really something I want to do. Yeah, but Cavani has been injured. We'll have to see how long he's out for. Okay, we've got the second half, so we're playing with 10 men now. So whether Millwall will capitalise on us playing 10 men, I don't know. I did make all 3 substitutions, and I just wanted to get Cavani off because I didn't want to risk him too much. As much as I want to win the Capital One Cup, it already looks like we should really be winning this even with 10 men from now. With 2 goals up, 15 minutes, they shouldn't be pulling back. It was a striker, so it's not going to affect us too much at the back. And as much as I want to win the Capital One Cup, if that was a really bad injury, if he's going to be out for a month or 2, I don't want to be just Like if I kept him on and he would have been out for a month or two, I would feel really bad, especially if we actually did lose in the end. And also if we do throw away this thing, which we're not going to do now, but if we had, it would have given me an excuse. But yeah, also I would rather win the Premier League. But we're through to the semi-finals, and look at that, Newcastle absolutely destroyed Manchester United, so it's Newcastle we're playing in the semi-finals. Thank God for that. I didn't want too tough a test, because obviously you don't want a really tough test, do you? But look at that, Wilfried Zaha, the player we actually loaned to them, got 2 goals. I wonder how he's actually doing out there. Yeah, he's not even playing that much. I'm guessing United played a relatively backup team. Looks like Newcastle play quite a few players who don't normally get in their squad. Yeah, you look at United's team, and it really wasn't anywhere near first team. Although that guy looks good. Who did he play for? Wow. Leverkusen in real life. I'll have to take a look at him for future games. And then a youngster, Tyler Blackett, whoever. And they played with this bloke at left back, who's got great potential. He's already looking good, but he's a young player. But yeah, and obviously Nick Powell as well. So not the most experienced team, and also quite a few backup players. But they paid the price, I guess. Let's see, Cavani, 5 to 6 days. We can deal with that, I think. But that's going to wrap up this episode. We have our next match is Swansea away, and then we've got like is that 9 days until the next game where we play City at home. But we're so near to that January transfer window now. Whether we'll actually do anything, I don't know. I don't think, I haven't got anything planned. There's no one we really desperately need. If the chairman does decide to give us a bit of money, I might go for a right winger. Let's check out the transfer list. Yeah, there's no one in there that really interests me. I mean, Rossi, yeah, he looks good, but we don't need another striker really, and yeah, no. But no one's really interesting me. Steve Mandanda, that'd be pretty interesting, but we don't need him. Sven Bender again would be interesting, would strengthen the team, but we don't need him at all. In terms of players, the only position I think that we really need strengthening, this would only be for next season, is the right wing, and players like Hulk maybe could be available for that position. He's 28 now though. Would I rather go for someone like that guy who's 24? Probably not. Eduardo Silvio, who's got quite a lot of pace. There are quite a few possibilities, but there's no real reason to go and buy someone now. Oh crap, I just opened Sims. That should be popping open in a few minutes. Why this? Oh. Anyway, it's been quite a long episode, so I'm going to end it there. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like if you did enjoy the video, and of course subscribe if you haven't already. I have a feeling there's something else I wanted to say. Oh yes, I'd like to apologise. I didn't get any videos out yesterday. I was just quite busy, and then there was the England game, and I wanted to watch that. So yeah, there was quite a lot. I'm going to do a video on the England game. I'm actually going to do that straight after this. So watch out for that. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.